Next, I invite distinguished delegate from Karachi Research Center and to be followed by Islamic Republic of Iran. Please.
Excellencies, delegates, and colleagues. I'm Ali Jillani speaking on behalf of the NGO constituency of APRCEM. The multidimensionality of the current crises has exacerbated inequalities, exposed shallow public service infrastructures, and questioned our collective ability to respond in the absence of strong political will to address the systemic barriers. Meanwhile, the Asia-Pacific, along with all its sub-regions and countries, continue to be confronted with decaying socioeconomic and ecological systems, policy and fiscal space constraints, illicit financial flows, unfair trade and investment regimes, unscrupulous debt distress, and the insatiable IFI conditionalities restricting national capacities to adopt people-centered, right-based, transformative strategies for the SDGs or COVID recovery. In the face of current failures, with the entire regions falling behind on the SDGs, it is high time that we prioritized urgent action on fundamental reforms as the structures critical for action are falling apart with the demise of public trust, surging socio-cultural and politico-economic inequalities, shrinking democratic spaces, and ever-exacerbating unequal power relations. This is compounded by the crisis in thought leadership, where the rhetoric of action-oriented and transformative is barely reconciled with the reality and continues to prioritize consensus over critical considerations even in the decade of action and delivery. Excellencies, it is imperative to address the splits in our critical consciousness, where the global military expenditure crossed the $2 trillion mark for the first time in 2021 compared to mere $185 billion for development, certainly not in line with our pursuit of policy coherence for sustainable development. Parallelly, the illicit financial flows amounted to $7.8 trillion between 2004 to 2013, 5 times more than the ODA in the same time frame, while only accounting for trade mispricing, not factoring tax evasions, asset stealth, and profit shifting by multinational corporations. This is compounded by neoliberal instruments like the investor-state dispute settlement, where my own country, Pakistan, was fined with over $5 billion through ISDS, not very far in the past, while already debt distressed. It is high time that we alter the business-as-usual approach by democratizing the terms of discussion around means of implementation to ensure equitable financing, technical and technological support for regions, peoples, and priorities left behind, because although we're halfway there, yet we are nowhere near. Finally, the essence of partnership requires broader and meaningful civil society participation, parallel with the immediate reversal of corporate corporatization of our deliberative processes to safeguard our democracies for an inclusive, efficient, and responsive multilateralism. It is upon us today, Excellencies, to adopt development justice now, with bravery and conviction, to ensure that we do not leave our generations of the future behind by adopting approaches that prioritize people and the planet over profits. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you.